right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of This Week in Wrestling, where we bring you everything WWE from Raw to NXT. And this is our WrestleMania weekend reaction episode. I'm your host, Theo Clanaris, and these are my co-hosts.
I'm Zach Callahan.
And I'm Tommy Gomez. Let's get straight into the action of the weekend. We're going to start with Stand and Deliver. We're just going to cover the matches that really caught our eye. And getting right into it, we have Ricky Saints versus All Ego Ethan Page. Now, I'll be honest. I like this match. I like this match a lot. That boy Ricky Saints is next up. But how are y'all feeling?
I mean,
would you like to go?
Yeah, I was really excited for this one. As we talked about on our predictions episode, Ricky and Ethan are two really great wrestlers. Ethan is especially probably my favorite NXT wrestler in the men's division right now. So I was hoping for this match to deliver and start off our WrestleMania weekend with a banger, and it did. It was super awesome. Great storyline, good characterization for both these wrestlers in this match, and what a way to kick it off.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I thought Ricky and Ethan both put on a show. I thought Stand and Deliver, honestly, was just great overall. It was a great PLE.
Yeah.
But,
100.
yeah, Ethan did a great job. Ricky Ricky did a good job also. I thought they just both did fantastic.
Yeah. It was cool, man. I mean, Ricky really, I think he'll be holding on to that belt for a little while, especially, as we get later into the show. I was thinking maybe potentially he could give it back to Ethan, and we could see, I don't really know. I don't really know what I was seeing, but it felt pretty obvious Ricky was winning it. But
yeah, I agree.
He's pretty over.
Yeah, I mean he's good. Yeah. Fans like him. It's cool. It's pretty cool. But moving from that, he had the women's ladder match to see who becomes the new North American champion. And our girl, Sol Ruka, took home the W.
Mm-hmm.
Your new North American champion. Yeah, I mean, this was fucking fire. Like, the spots were kind of nuts. Like, it was just solid. It was really solid. It was just a good show of the mid-card division for the women in NXT. Especially considering, like, how absurd the higher division is there. Like, the main card girls are crazy down there, so. How were y'all feeling after the ladder match?
Women's division was looking nuts top to bottom, to be honest, but this whole match really surprised me in a lot of ways. One, the winner was not who I was expecting, although I'm really happy about it. And just the intensity of the match and all the different spots that they were doing. The two soul snatchers that ended it were completely unexpected for me, and they were both ridiculously cool. I liked the Zaruka story that they told in the middle of the match. Yeah, it was just really awesome in a very unexpected way, and I'm happy with everything they did with it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree. See?
Yeah, Sol, I'm just thankful that she's the new champ. I think she'll be able to push the belt. She'll be able to push the mid card up.
I wanted Zarya, but considering they're tag partners, it'll definitely there'll definitely be stories around Zarya potentially trying to get that belt in the future. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, 100%. Zach, you got anything more to add?
No.
All right, so moving from that, we had Stephanie Vaquer versus Julia versus Jada versus Jordan. Yo, this match was crazy. Like, you put 4 of these girls in the ring, yo, all you got was fireworks, yo. But of course, La Primera retained her NXT Women's Championship. And, yo, I think Julia is due to go up at any moment. I think Stephanie will be following her shortly after, but, man, dude, this card, I think this card was honestly better than, well, we'll get into that later. But Stand and Deliver, just for these 3 matches of the like, I think it was like 7 total.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these 3 were just crazy to me.
What a great start. And these 3 alone.
Yeah, these first 3 are all really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised by the Stephanie win, but I'm not mad about it. It was really cool. I was excited to see it. There was one nasty spot that I remember from this women's match. The double blockbuster with Jordan Grace holding up two people at the same time on her own
yeah,
was nasty work.
that shit was wicked.
Oh my god, the Juggernaut impresses me every time I see her in the ring.
No, yeah, they're just, I don't know, man. The women's wrestling right now, WWE is on an all-time high.
Stocks are up through the roof.
I mean, I think that collectively it could be better than the men's division, but there's just so much talent. It's just oozing.
It's every single division, every belt story, like for women's wrestling throughout the WWE feels really good with a lot of really solid options. And there's some holes here and there, but they got talent to fill those holes in NXT 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I'm super stoked for women's wrestling right now.
Yeah, Zach, how are you feeling after the craziness?
No, I agree. Honestly, all I can really say is Shawn Michaels really knows how to move his talent around. Like he, even in the mid card, you guys were saying earlier with the women's ladder match. I mean, he just knows how to where to put his talent, where to use them, who to put him up against. Even the next match we'll talk about in a little bit here. Like, just every match was just so solid.
Yeah, his booking definitely has gotten like really solid.
Only one night he had 7 matches total, but each match something you could take away from that was solid.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Every match did have like pretty solid story implications, and like it really, like, I don't know, man. Sean's just he's hitting on all cylinders right now.
That's my goat.
He is the GOAT. Honestly, I just got no words.
Yeah, Sean's the man. But moving from the women's championship match, we go to the men's championship triple threat between Oba, Trick, and Javon. I mean, this was my favorite match of the night, but like that was like a given because, like, you know, these are 3 of my favorite wrestlers down there. And holy shit, Javon Evans, I really thought he was gonna win this shit.
We all did. We all thought he was gonna win it.
But like,
we were hoping he would.
I'll just never forget the spot like where Oba just like Irish whips him into the barricade, and the thing just fucking exploded. Like,
it was insane.
That shit was insane. Like, oh my god.
For me, the thing I took from this match, besides the fact that they're all amazing wrestlers and that they could all be on the main roster right now, and no one would bat an eye, is that Oba Femi is like the future of this company.
Yeah,
like,
actually.
He is unreal in every single way. The things he was doing during this match felt inhuman to me. He had a double Samoan drop, an insane superplex. He broke the barricade and just threw finisher after finisher after finisher on Javon. He does not feel like a human. He feels like a god walking among men.
Nah, actually, Oba is just the best. But I mean, even like he even got put through the table by Trick. Like, Trick hit him with the rock bottom through the table. That shit was insane. And he was still doing all this crazy shit.
Yeah, it's cinema. It was
Oba definitely. Oba is just next up, bro.
At the end, felt crazy. I just, yeah. This match was great. Again, all the guys did great. Javon, for his age, is especially impressive. But for me, this match showed me that Oba Femi is like the attraction wrestler that could rival like Roman Reigns, like easily. Like, you just wheel this guy out for the big matches and he just stunts, and that's all he needs to do.
Yeah, he's just fucking insane. It's like, what were you thinking about this match?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was insane. I mean, you guys basically pretty much said everything that I was thinking. But it's just seeing Oba retain was pretty crazy. Also, I know we all wanted Javon to win.
I wanted Oba to win.
I predicted Javon to win, and I wanted Javon to win.
I wanted Javon to win. I think I forget who I predicted. I think I might have predicted Oba or Trick. It was one or the other, but I wanted Javon to win.
I predicted Javon, and I wanted Oba.
Yeah, bro.
But I mean, shit, fire ass match.
I mean, these guys are just superstars.
Just
Actual
I don't know.
superstars.
Like I'm pretty sure Oba and Trick are soon to get called up. I think Javon. I think he's gonna stay for a little bit longer. I think he's the next. I think he's the next up for the company.
Yeah, because they'll probably move Oba and Trick up relatively soon, or like within the year at some point, and then Javon will become the new champ.
I have a feeling Oba's gonna get like the Roxanne Perez treatment, where like she's still technically in NXT, but she's already appeared for like Elimination Chamber and what else was it? Oh, the Rumble, and like I think that's probably what's gonna happen for Oba.
There's a chance, but I feel like he's so like the only
know.
way I can see that happening is like letting him loose in either Raw or SmackDown is like literally setting off a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean they could try to like hold it for as long as possible because
exactly.
like once you put him in, he's the champ. Like
it's gonna be hard to
like that's
take
your
him
guy.
out. Yeah.
That's why I feel like they're keeping him caged up right now, and then they can call him up for like the Rumble or some other thing where like, oh, okay, he's still an NXT wrestler, but he's appearing for this, and isn't that fun? Because it's like you said, as soon as they call him up for real, he's got to get some gold around his waist, or else what are you doing? Like that doesn't even make sense.
Nah, he's the best. I mean, he's just an absolute monster. I hope he gets called up soon, man. But moving from Stand and Deliver, that wraps up the Stand and Deliver. Great pay-per-view. It was really fun. We go to night 1 of WrestleMania. Match 1, we have Jay versus Gunther. Now we've been very, very critical of Jey Uso. But I'll be honest, after seeing the match, after feeling the hype, after feeling the yeets, I love this guy. It reinvigorated my love for Jey Uso. And he came out with the win on Gunther by submission. Which I will still say that's fucking crazy. It's actually crazy. I thought just beating Gunther alone would have been fine, but he actually made him tap out. The triple Uso splash made me feel things that I felt when I watched Cody Rhodes hit those 3 crossroads of Roman last year. And I'm very happy that Jay won at the end of the day. How did you guys feel watching Jay take down the ring general?
You take this one, Zach.
Honestly, I mean, you just said it, Tommy. We were very critical this leading up to the match about Jay. We were watching him. We were keeping a very close eye on him. But yeah, he convinced me that in that match, like he convinced me that he deserved it. And as the match kept going on, more and more and more, he proved it. Like this guy deserves it. He's over. It's more than time. Like I think any one of the haters, you just gotta deal with it. You gotta suck it up.
Yeah, I mean, like realistically, I don't know. He won't be champ. I don't think he'll be champ forever, but
yeah, he's not gonna hold it like a Gunther or like Roman did, where he's gonna have a streak that long.
No,
he's gonna lose it pretty soon.
Might not be like instant, but it won't be that long.
Yeah, like he's not gonna hold it for super long. But Theo, what'd you think?
I really liked everything about this match, to be honest. I liked the story that they were telling, how Jay overcame through adversity and through having the mental toughness to stand up to Gunther and tell him that he wasn't scared of him, how Gunther's mindset going into this match was obviously weak and shaken from the fact that Jay wasn't afraid of him, how he tapped out, which is something that we've seen in the past he's weak to. I like that Jay wrestled his ass off in this match. I feel like he pulled out like 2 or 3 new moves that we'd never seen him do before. Like it was everything that I could have hoped for this match to be, given all of the good setup, and it was paid off really well. And I'm happy that Jay won it. I am. I thought he was going to win. I wanted him to win. And it was a great story to kick off WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think also the pacing of the match was pretty good too. It didn't feel like it was super slow. It felt well paced. Like
didn't overstay its welcome.
No, like it was just proper, and I think Jay just I mean you said it. Like, he put on a show.
And then when it needed to.
Yeah.
Good. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, yay! You know what I'm saying? Like just how I'm
4
feeling.
letters. 1 word.
Yay!
Yay! Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That
hell
was
yeah.
awesome.
Moving on from Jay taking down Gunther, we have the New Day versus the War Raiders. I'll be, I'll let Theo open up with this one. Theo, go crazy, man.
I like the result of this match. This match to me felt kind of like a nothing burger, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
there wasn't anything explicitly wrong or bad about it, but I didn't feel like I had a ton of emotional investment in this match. I didn't really feel like there was a big setup that was getting paid off. It was just like pretty good wrestling, from some pretty good tag teams, and then the New Day won, which I enjoy because I'm hoping the belts moving will kick off some sort of new storyline for the Raw tag division, which I feel like it desperately needs.
Yeah. Zach, how are you feeling after the New Day came out as themselves, and then Eric and Ivar came out as Clash of Clans characters?
Yeah.
I can't,
Yeah.
dude. You can't throw me under the bus like that.
I mean, that's what happened, man.
Oh, I know. That part was interesting. I got really no comment about the advertisements. I mean, like,
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
it's just a bit crazy. I think the volume of advertisements was a bit crazy, but at the end of the day, whatever. Can't bitch too much about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
thank
that's
God
fine.
for the New Day. Thank
Thank God.
God for the New Day, and they fucking won it. That's all. That's all. Like
Yeah.
they were saying though, I'm hoping new storylines open up. I hope it kind of adds some spice to the Raw division because it is in desperate need of something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like Theo kind of summed it up pretty well. Like this match just didn't move me. Like I was really happy that New Day won. It's just like I don't know. Just it felt like just nothing. Honestly, this entire like these back-to-back matches kind of felt I don't know. It just didn't feel like much. Because after this match, we had Jade Cargo versus Naomi.
Yeah.
And with
This
Naomi's
one-
new entrance, and I like her new entrance personally, but
Yeah, I do.
I like the whole I like the Naomi gimmick now.
Yeah.
yeah, I like her as a heel. It's cool.
Yeah, like the
to
proceed
me-
with caution and everything.
Yeah. To me,
Sorry.
this one, the Jade Naomi match, felt a little disappointing. Whereas, like, the New Day War Raiders match was, like, not great. I kind of didn't have any expectations for it to be great.
Yeah.
Whereas this Jade Naomi match, like, me personally, I haven't seen much of Jade wrestling, and this story had a lot of setup, and I was really excited for this match. And again, there was nothing that felt explicitly wrong with it, but the wrestling didn't super impress me. The in-ring storytelling didn't super impress me. Like, to skip ahead a little bit, this just felt like this match needed a little more of the Sin City Street Fight treatment. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a very personal beef match.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying they should have done another street fight or any sort of other rule set, but like, this match didn't feel as personal as it
Had
should
built to
have,
be.
and
Yeah.
also the wrestling didn't show out either, which was a shame.
Yeah. It wasn't the best, but
Mhm.
I don't know. It just I don't really have much to say on this match. It was fine. I think Jade is. I do think Jade is pretty good. I think Naomi's good as well. I think they're not their like in ring chemistry just wasn't perfect.
Yeah, I don't really know what went wrong, but something did.
Yeah, the pacing just fell off, and just everything just I don't know. It was not my favorite match of the night. Zach, how about you?
No, I agree with pretty much what you guys said. It was the emotion wasn't really there. The wrestling didn't really get you in. It didn't really hook you either. I don't really know if that's because Jade's coming back from her injury or not, and that's really affecting the wrestling as much.
Could be.
It could be. It could be like what you said with their in-ring chemistry just might be a little off. It could be a mix. We don't really. At the end of the day, we don't really know. So, but I think it was. Yeah, it was pretty just kind of. It was okay. I'm fine with the results.
Yeah. I like that Jade one. I do like that a lot.
I like that Jade won. But yeah, I think it's really just kind of like I think this match is kind of like a lot of the other matches that happened later in the Mania where it just kind of is like a first step.
Yeah, because I was talking to you about that last night. Like a lot of these matches in this card, like on night 1 and night 2, are the first match in a lot of these feuds.
Yeah.
Like where normally WrestleMania is like the ending of feuds. Like it's where they like go to die. Like rightfully so. It's the last night of the year. Like, and I don't know. I think the booking this year was just like awkwardly timed.
No,
Yeah,
I
a
think
little bit.
You're definitely right on that. With I think you're right on the head with that. It definitely is like the begin. That Mania wasn't the end of a lot of the stories. It was more of like a new chapter and a lot more.
Or
of the
like a
same
middle
things.
point. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope next year we get back to the very traditional, finale. But I mean, later the next night the match that opened was pretty much the finale of that beef. So, and that was the best match of the entire weekend. So,
Yep, true. It's like the story makes the match pretty much. Who would have thought?
who would have thought? But moving from Jade and Naomi, we have Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. Now, I'm gonna open up with this one because that's my boy Fatu. Yeah, he came up with the win because he's the fucking man. Hit that goddamn moonsault twice, back to back count it, and he ate the BFT on the moonsault too. I got a little scared there. But of course, Jacob, he gets hit with the BFT coming out of the springboard moonsault. And he's dead. He's dead. He's out cold. Last second, grabs the rope. I was like, hell yeah. And got the result we wanted. I wanted. And he is the new United States champion. How did you guys feel watching Jacob Fatu become a champion?
Theo, what'd you think?
I mean, this felt right to me, obviously. Like, Jacob is super duper over right now, and giving him a belt helps him solidify that status. And now the hunt for the U.S. belt in the wake of that has taken on a new complexion, which I like. The wrestling in this match was crazy. This is probably like it's definitely not my favorite match of the weekend, but it's probably like my sleeper favorite match, where maybe some people weren't as high on it as I am. I really, really love this match. Jacob Fatu obviously is always crazy. He's doing the crazy moves. He's got the moonsault. He embodies his character really well. LA Knight, I feel like, wrestled the best I've ever seen him wrestle.
That was probably
in
his
the
best match
ring
ever. That was actually probably his best
like,
match ever.
That was.
He was pulling out some new moves. He looked awesome. The BFT out of the moonsault looked crazy. Like, LA Knight, obviously a guy that's known for his mic work, but he really showed out in the ring today on that match too. And I think this was a really awesome match for a belt, and I loved it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, yeah. I think LA Knight, like you were saying, Theo, it was. I think he was wrestling like it was his last night. Like I think he was hoping for a last minute call and be like, hey, maybe we can let LA Knight. We'll throw it to him. We'll let him retain after that. That was pretty impressive. But I think like you guys were saying, Jacob is just he's so over. He's so cool to watch. It's insane watching this guy wrestle every time.
Yeah, Jacob's a fucking man, bro.
I love watching Jacob. And he just came out, showed up, ate a BFT. And he walked that shit off.
He
dog walked LA Knight.
Better get in where you fit in.
You know what I mean? Dude, I'm telling you, man. I think he's the champ. I think he's the future champ for sure.
He is. He's definitely a part of that future of the WWE.
100p. Then moving from Jacob becoming a first-time singles champion, excuse me. We have El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. Dude. Oh, Theo.
Yeah.
Theo, take me away here, man. Take me away.
I mean, this match is just kind of unfortunate. I feel like my cope for why this match wasn't good is that they want the Grande Americano story to end with Americano versus Rey Mysterio. And then obviously, unfortunately, got injured the night before this match, and so he couldn't wrestle it. And so they were left with one of two choices. It was either end the Americano story with someone besides Rey Mysterio, or just continue the story. And neither of the options are good. And they went with the latter. You can criticize that but I think that they just got put into a really tough spot, and it's unfortunate. Hopefully, again, the Americana story ends once Rey Mysterio is feeling better. All those excuses being said, these two guys are actually really good wrestlers, and so it is unfortunate that they couldn't put together a good match to highlight those skills. But again, super short notice.
I was gonna say it was like a
They
12-hour
really were
turnaround.
put
It
into a
was
tough
really rough.
bind. Like, I think both of these guys know that wasn't the best match they ever put on, but they did the best they could. And yeah, I've lost no stock in either of these guys because of this match. It's just a shitty situation.
Nah, because I was talking to Zach earlier today about I really hope that even though Phoenix lost, I hope they don't just instantly just pair him up with Penta and just do the Lucha Bros. Because I think they should both have a chance at a singles opportunity, like singles run.
Mm-hmm.
But we will have to see. So Zach, how are you feeling after seeing El Grande take it home?
Honestly, I'm hoping for this El Grande shit to wrap up sooner than later. Yeah, I really, like they were saying, I have no real, like I lost nothing against the wrestlers, but the El Grande storyline in itself,
It sucks.
I'm losing. Yeah,
It's bad.
It's lost. It's lost on me. After like day 2, it was lost on me.
Like the gimmick was funny for the first week, and then like after that shit, bro, it's not. It's just like stupid.
When they first wheeled him out and he came out and said "Gracias," I was like, "Oh, haha." The second day it happened, I was like, "Okay, all right." So, yeah. Hope it wraps up soon. I fuck with Rey Fenix though. I hope he gets his chance of having a solo career before they throw him together with Penta.
Honestly, I fuck with Chad Gable too. Like, I want him to have good things. Like, he's such a good wrestler. He has so much talent. Like, just let him be his character.
Wait, hold on. What does Chad Gable even have to do with this match?
Yeah, what's Chad Gable's not even involved with this match.
I'm sorry, I got confused because Chad Gable is the advocate of El Grande Americana.
Yeah,
he's a fan.
Yeah, no, I do root for Chad Gable, but this was an El Grande match.
Yeah, this is an El Grande. That's a whole separate conversation.
It's a big American, man.
Yeah, man, my fault.
All right. Moving on, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the women's championship. I'll lead us off with this one.
Yeah, please do.
I love Tiffany. I really do.
I think we're all gonna start ours by saying we love Tiffany.
I do love Tiffany. She's awesome. Fantastic wrestler. Super athletic. Dating Ludwig Kaiser. Just added that. Don't know why.
0% body fat.
0% body fat and Ludwig Kaiser. This match sucked. There was nothing about it that was good. I think Charlotte was actively sandbagging Tiffany. I could be wrong, but unless Tiffany is actually impossible to work with, there was no chemistry. There was nothing here, at all. And Tiffany came out looking like she went to actual war. What the fuck? What the fuck? All right, next.
Yeah, this one felt a little messy. I don't know, Theo. What'd you think?
Real messy.
Do you guys want to hear my really bad cope case for why this match isn't as bad as you think it is? Even though I don't even believe what I'm about to say.
Yeah, love that.
Okay.
So my really bad cope case for why this match wasn't as bad as you think it is that it's actually an example of the reality of wrestling folding back in on itself. You see, because Charlotte Flair actively making the match bad to screw over Tiffany is like a piece of the real person Charlotte Flair folding into the character of Charlotte Flair, trying to screw over Tiffany for replacing her in the company.
No, dude,
and now that hope is out of the way, this match was not that good. I don't know how they managed to make... I think the story they were trying to go for is Tiffany is this high-flying, super young, active wrestler, and so Charlotte is going to try and win by slowing down the pace of the match and doing all these slow submission moves that really help give her a chance to win. And again, even when I say it, it just doesn't sound right. It just feels like there was nothing in this match. There was no there for all the wrestling to feel like it was worth anything, and it wasn't interesting either because of the pace. And so it just felt really bad when it should have been really good. Because again, this was another one that they actually had set up for, and it just didn't pan out as being as awesome as I wanted it to be for a Tiffany Stratton match.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Zach?
I pretty much I'm agreeing here with Theo. I mean, it is disappointing because this one was kind of actually they did take time with this one. This one wasn't,
build-up.
you know, yeah, like this
Yeah, but
one has been built up.
I mean, there was build, but like, you know, like look at the build up. You know what I mean? Like we had a Real Housewives of WWE.
But like that's my
moment.
thing. Like that's
perfect for wrestlers like these. They're like their characters are like catty blonde women. Like not anything about the people in real life, but like that's like the way the characters are portrayed. Like it makes sense that they would have a Real Housewives moment, you know? I like the build up. I'm gonna disagree. I like the build up. I thought it was good. They just didn't execute.
I don't know. I feel like the execution on it didn't go as well. Build up was I thought the build up was here and there. I thought there were some promos that were just like
I mean, they're like I don't think there was really bad. I didn't think they were any of the promos were like that good.
Yeah.
I really don't have much to say. I got nothing.
I'm a little. The more we start talking about this, the more I'm like just starting to sense a pattern here. But I mean, like Tommy, you got anything to say about this one?
I got nothing, bro. I got like this shit sucked.
What pattern?
And now, well, I mean, fucking the cat's out the bag. Fucking Nia Jax is back. Kill me now, bro. Fuck it. We're moving on to the main event of night one, which was a fucking banger, which I was not high on, but it was high on the Papania. I wasn't legally. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk in a triple threat of all triple threats for the future of the company. And by God, Zach, lead us away.
This one was freaking crazy. This one was fucking insane. I mean, like just their entrances alone. Minute one, Seth walks out, burns the whole screen down, lights cut off, comes out looking like Jesus Christ himself.
Yeah.
I mean, thorns.
And the match, just a banger.
I mean, yeah, that was probably the best match of.
Oh my God, that was the best one. That was the best match of the night, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, easily. Yeah, I mean,
it was the best match of the weekend.
Nah, second best.
I don't know.
I mean, I had this as my most anticipated hype match going into this weekend, and I walked out of it agreeing with that prediction.
I definitely knew I was going to like it. Yeah, I definitely knew I was going to like that match going into it. I thought the stakes were high. Like, even though there wasn't a belt or anything, the emotional story they built around Paul Heyman, Roman, and Punk, and then just kind of having Seth be that extra little chaos factor in there.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was really good going into the match, and as they were wrestling it was playing out really well throughout the match. But I'd like to hear what you guys thought. I
mean it was a fucking banger, bro. And I just want to get off my chest, Dave Meltzer, fuck you, by the way. This is a 5-star match. I don't give a fuck. This is it. Like this is a goddamn 5-star match, bro. Like I don't give a fuck. I know Roman Reigns in the match, so you have to give it 4.75. I get it. But this was like a great WrestleMania match, like one of the best. Punk wrestled his fucking ass off. Seth wrestled his ass off. Roman Reigns wrestled his ass off.
Yeah, Roman looked crazy. I mean, like witches.
I mean, the double power bomb through the tables was absurd. They're like, oh yeah, shield bomb. Nope.
Shattered.
But even the tables, like, I mean, when he had I think Seth in the guillotine, and he's like trying to pin him, rolling up, and he's holding the guillotine. I'm like, yo, like this guy's actually a grappler. Like this is wicked. Like, I don't know. I think Roman wrestled his ass off. Punk is one of the best in-ring storytellers of all time. Seth is right there next to him. Mm-hmm. I mean, just this really was a great way to cap off a pretty middling night one.
Oh yeah.
And Yeah, I mean, Theo, what'd you think about the main event of night one?
I mean, this is the again. I think this is the best match of the whole weekend. This match is what wrestling is all about. There's crazy moves. There was a great story being told. There was twists. There was turns. There was a nasty plot twist at the end that we predicted on our prediction show. By the way, just throwing that out there.
True.
I mean, what more could you ask for from a wrestling match than this? It had everything that a wrestling match that is an instant classic needs to have, and it is. It's an instant classic, and it should have been a 5 stars. Fuck you, Dave. You piece of shit.
5 stars. Fuck you, Dave.
It was a 5-star match. I don't give a fuck.
One thing I would like to add, I don't with the tables, the announcer tables. I don't think we've seen them get those new announcer tables. I don't think we've seen them break all year.
That was a good payoff to that.
That was by far, yeah, like that was the best time to see them smash, and they got destroyed.
Was that the first time
the new style of
this night that they broke?
I think.
I think so. I don't.
Yeah, because I remember
specifically,
saying before the spot, I was talking to my dad, and I was like, "Yo, do these tables break? Like, is it even possible?" And he fucking powerbombed on it, and the shit just exploded. And I was like, oh, "Okay, that explains it." Yeah.
The second one.
Oh yeah, he whipped Seth on that table.
The second one went back to just parts. So that thing just deconstructed.
That was so wicked.
That shit went back in the IKEA box.
It did, but those things were pretty like indestructible the entire year. It felt like people would get put on them, power bombed on them, and they wouldn't move or like even budge. And then who would have thought you put Paul Heyman on the line?
Yeah, I mean that backdoor was nasty.
Oh.
And now you have like this super faction between Paul and Seth and Braun Breaker. Jesus.
The ultimate backdoor.
The ultimate backdoor.
Heyman guy.
But I mean that does wrap up night one. If you guys don't have anything more to add.
No, I think it was just incredible. That's all I can say about it.
Truly, truly incredible. So moving into night two, we have my best match of the weekend. Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat for the Women's World Championship. Holy shit. Okay, the first ever women's 5-star match in WWE. And oh my god, it was so good. This match is so fucking absurd. Rhea wrestled her ass off. Bianca wrestled her ass off. And I mean, of course, you already know Io Sky wrestled her ass off.
You know Io was going to show up. You knew all three of these women were going to show up.
Bro, it was just cinema. It was absolute cinema. And like the three of them, like in that ring, I'm telling you, they are actually destined to wrestle forever. Like those three's chemistry in the ring is so beautiful. It's amazing. How did you guys feel watching the opening match?
You got this one, Zach.
I felt good coming into this. Like, all right. Starting off, like these three, like you were saying, Tommy, they wrestled their ass off. Each one of them showed up, and it's not even to doubt if they're going to show up or not, or if there's going to be issues with them backstage or anything, because they're going to be solid. They're very professional. They take it seriously, and they'll tell a good story while putting on a good show and putting great wrestling out there. Entrances, fantastic. They all looked great. Gear looked good. I'm happy for Io that she retained. I'm happy that this is the first 5-star women's match. Because man, it's deserved. I'd like to hear what you thought, Theo.
I mean, I just want to start. Io retained. That's what I wanted. I didn't think it was going to happen, and it did. I'm so happy that they made this decision. There's so many great stories that they can tell with this decision in the future, and I'm so excited for it. But let's stop talking about the future. Let's talk about the past, because this match was incredible. Just every single wrestler here showcased their different style perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. They all did something unique that showed what made them a potentially great champion. Rhea's dominance, Io's high-flying abilities, Bianca's grit and strength were all on display, perfectly shown through the moves, perfectly characterized by each of the wrestlers embodying that character. And it was brilliant. It was brilliant to see all of the different spots that they were coming up with. I thought for sure when Bianca and Rhea were seemingly hashing out their differences, and then Bianca hit her finisher on Rhea, I was like, no, it's over. It's over. Bianca's going to win. That's exactly what I thought. I thought Io was laid out. And then once again, in story, out of story, in the ring, forgotten, Io Sky comes out of nowhere and secures the win to retain her championship. It was just the perfect chef's kiss, the coup de grace to end the match. It was beautiful. It keeps Io with the belt so that she can tell stories around it. It keeps the Bianca Rhea rivalry alive into the future, which I'm sure is going to continue. No notes. It was incredible. It was amazing, and I loved it.
It was fantastic. It was truly sublime. And thank you, Io, Bianca, and Rhea. If this ever somehow comes across your desk, thank you.
Thank you.
Goats.
That was fucking brilliant.
Amazing.
But moving on from one of the best matches at Mania, we had Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. Theo, you've had a lot of thoughts about this match, so I'll let you rip it up.
I did. I really like both of these guys a lot, and going into this match, I don't know if I said this on the podcast or if I just said it to someone. I said this match really ideally should just be a perfect encapsulation of the most basic thing that makes wrestling fun. Two giant dudes beating the shit out of each other. And that's what we got here. And we got way more than that too, which made it even better. These guys had a lot of beef. They were going back and forth, beating the shit out of each other outside of matches. There was Damian putting Drew through a car, Drew hitting Damian with a future shock DDT and stealing his necklace. These guys had real beef. And this was what a real beef match should feel like. Because these guys were trying to kill each other. They were doing brutal moves. They were disrespecting each other. My boy went south of heaven. I think Drew posted on Twitter mid-match after taking a pic on Damian's body. Like, this had everything you want out of a very personal grudge match between two titans of the game. And they delivered. This was probably in my top 5 matches of the weekend. And I'm also glad that they gave Drew the win, because him getting that little extra push is always great. He's such an amazing wrestler, and I want him to have everything that he could ever want.
Very true. Zach, how are you feeling after seeing Drew take down Damian?
It was great seeing Drew finally get that push. I mean, he's been kind of floating here and there, just doing whatever, taking some losses. But yeah, it was great. The beef's been built up, like they were saying. You feel the animosity. Like, you feel the animosity between the two when they're fighting, like that brutality, each hit, each blow they take. Drew taking the picture during their match, that was pretty funny.
It was so fire.
Drew doing Drew things. He's always got to, disrespect his opponent somehow in the middle of the match. And I thought that was a perfect way to do it. But yeah, Theo basically pretty much said everything else I was thinking too.
No, yeah, but what you just said, like, I just want to expand on it a bit. Like, they really do, like, Theo said it as well. They make you feel shit in this match. Like, they really, like, every blow they're throwing, like, you feel the shit. You know what I mean? Like, you really, like, you feel the force behind it. You feel the emotion behind it. Like, I think in ring, both these guys are such amazing storytellers. I mean, we go back to last year with Drew versus Punk in their feud. Every one of those matches, just the storytelling in the ring was just fantastic. And I think Drew really is, like, that guy. And I think he just pushed Damian to be even better. So, I think this match was fantastic. But, moving on from this, we got a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, what are we talking about?
Well, this was my favorite match.
Are we talking? Well, hey, Zach, take us off. Dom Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta for the IC title.
4 fantastic wrestlers already. You got Braun Breaker, you got Finn Balor, you got Dominic. I just want to say, cut a little bit ahead, jump in, a little spoiler alert. Our boy Dominic Mysterio is a champion.
We loved her, Dominic.
Did it, Eddie. Your son
I
did
loved
it.
this match. I thought this match was great. I I will say, I think last episode I thought Braun was gonna walk away with this. But I'm really happy that Dom took it. I'm super happy. I think it was such a perfect time to have him get over.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
guess words of the industry.
100%, bro. And that's the thing. Like, I was talking to Zach earlier this week about it. Like, that's the thing about Dominic. We enjoyed to boo him because it helps his character and builds his character a bit. But at the end of the day, people love Dominic. Like, people love the kid because he's been putting in the effort to get better and better and better, and he finally gets rewarded for that at WrestleMania. Crowd goes fucking ballistic when he wins. Pins Finn Balor nonetheless. Like, oh my god, another fantastic match. This night started off real hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how are you feeling about this match, man?
I mean, I said my favorite match of the weekend was night 1 main event, and my favorite match of night 2 was our opener. But this match, despite that, this match made me feel more than any other match on the card all weekend. I've just grown so connected to the character of Dominic Mysterio, and lately with the crowds finally getting behind him, with him improving his wrestling every single time we see him, like hitting that Mexican Destroyer on Penta the other week, just feeling that momentum finally building behind him. And obviously the WWE felt it too, because they decided that this was the moment for Dom not to turn face just yet, but to start getting that big push. And it was so perfect. When I saw Dom finally pin Finn Balor to get his first championship, I legitimately jumped up out of my chair and screamed in joy that he was a champion.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
we all had a crazy pop too. I mean, it was crazy.
Something. And that was the most beautiful thing for me watching my first ever WrestleMania live about this weekend, was getting to feel the emotions of these incredible matches. And this one was the one that really solidified for me the beauty of wrestling, because I've never felt such joy watching a match as I did watching this one at its conclusion.
I mean, it was truly beautiful, man. I
That's
mean,
it. Like,
that is the beauty of this entertainment. Like, this is it. Of this sport.
That's
like,
that Mania
that's all it is.
Yeah. Even at the end there, when he is walking away and he sprints back into the ring and jumps on the top and lifts him in the belt up. Like, that's that moment. That was a moment that every wrestler at Mania dreams of. Like, it has to be. That moment just gets swept up in the emotion of it. Like this is it. You're over. This is it. Like, you're good. The crowd loves you now. You can get cheered for.
It was truly just a crazy moment.
That was just like humanity. Like,
it was
running back into the ring.
It was beautiful.
No one on this earth could convince me that was scripted.
No.
For him to run back into the ring and lift that belt up a second time. Like, that was just a man seeing his life's work take that next step.
Exactly.
Into flourishing into everything he always wanted it to be. And I'm tearing up right now even just thinking about it. It's so beautiful. It's just the beauty of storytelling in a medium where I don't think you could replicate that specific feeling in anything else, because it's not just fiction. It's fiction through the avatar of real people that sacrificed their lives to do this and to put on this entertainment for us, and to see that moment of a man and a character reaching their zenith at the same time was everything that wrestling is supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, it was an all-time WrestleMania moment, especially in his career is still quite young.
So young.
Oh, yeah. He has such a high ceiling.
I mean, Dom, we talk about the future a lot, you know, because we cover NXT and we look at the stars there, but Dom Mysterio is truly the future of sports entertainment.
No doubt.
He will be the guiding light for these young guys.
Yep. He will be fronting the charge in the future of the WWE. I mean, it is
Hell yeah.
So congratulations to Dirty Dom.
amazing.
Very, very happy for him. But we're gonna move along to the next match, where there's another WrestleMania moment for a younger star kind of guy that's been around forever. So we have Randy Orton in an open challenge against none other than Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe, and I did believe.
We believe. We believe.
It was awesome. It was great seeing Joe get to have a little WrestleMania moment, go up against Randy Orton. Obviously, it was kind of a bit of a squash match. You know, like there's no real way that Joe was going to beat him, but it was still really fun seeing him out there. It was awesome. I'm very happy for him. And now he's getting some TV time on NXT. So shout out Joe Hendry. You guys got anything to add?
Shout out Joe Hendry. I'm glad Randy was able to get a match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I said last episode I thought he wasn't gonna get a match, but I'm glad that he got a match and Joe was able to get some good PR with the crowd. It was great seeing him.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great seeing his gimmick and then get RKO'd right after.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, this match was like Sabrina Carpenter album because it was short and sweet. It was good. I liked it.
Short and sweet.
Joe's entrance was worth the price of admission for the match. Like, and they put on a short, funny little match afterwards. That's all it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little unfortunate that we didn't get the match that was planned, but unlike the other match where they had to throw something together, and granted, this one they had more time than they did with the other one, so I don't fault them for this one being much better. Like, they did something fun and good with the setback, and I'm glad that they did.
Yeah, because that's the duality, right? Like, you have one on night one that's just not great, and then night two you have one that's just, memed on and taken all over the world.
I mean, it's on a tops card, like
it's pretty crazy. But sadly, we have to go into the next match. Very, very solemnly, Logan Paul takes on AJ Styles and beats him by pinfall. Yeah, I mean, the only good thing I'll say about this match, and I've something to add later, but this match did spawn an all-time promo from Karrion Kross. So,
by far the best thing about this match.
Yeah. So I don't know if I've ever said it on the podcast, but I've always had this idea. I think I've said it before. I've always had this idea that WWE would just start booking Logan Paul like Will Ospreay, because they have like similar body types and like, I don't know, blonde white kid. Like I don't know. And I thought WWE could use somebody like that that's just stunning the crowd every time he's out there and doing crazy shit. But one of Will Ospreay's moves is the Styles Clash, and he does it pretty perfectly every time. Now, Logan Paul in this match did perform the Styles Clash, and this is what my theory is. I think there's a possibility that Logan was going to take that move from AJ in the future. However, after seeing him perform the move on AJ, I think AJ was like, yeah, fuck that shit. You can't do that shit. You suck. Because the way he performed it was like, it just didn't even look good. So that's what I think. I think Logan had a chance to take the move from AJ, and AJ probably told him, fuck you. And hopefully he did. What are your guys' thoughts on this awesome match?
I hated this match. This was my least favorite match of the weekend. I don't know what you guys thought the worst one was. For me, this is the worst. I felt no joy watching this match, even though it had AJ Styles in it, and he was trying his best to carry this guy to a good match. It just did not happen. Logan, I've liked some of his matches in the past, despite my hatred of him as a person, but this was just bad on every level, and I could say so much about this match, but it would just be me ranting and hating on the WWE for keeping this talentless hack on the roster because they pay money for him to get glazed by the announcers and not be treated like a heel, even though he is, and he's not that good. So I'll just leave it at that.
Word. Zach?
You know, I think I would have been much happier with Stone Cold Steve Austin hitting me with his ATV
Yeah.
than the results of this match.
I would have felt joy from that.
I would have felt more joy from getting hit by the ATV.
Oh my
than
god,
this match.
Stone Cold just hit me with his fucking four-wheeler. Yeah, this match fucking sucked. I'm gonna be completely honest. I like AJ a lot, and I agree 100% with Carrion. I thought AJ should have just whipped out a gun and shot Logan Paul right there. I would have been happy. I would have fucking cheered. That would have been my WrestleMania moment. Fuck the Dom. Fuck it all. Logan Paul got shot. Whoopee! But no. We're in the darkest fucking timeline where AJ Styles has to take a pin for Logan Paul.
Yeah, it's fucking criminal.
And, if this reaches AJ Styles' ears, enjoy the vacation. Please take the time and enjoy it. You deserve it.
I hate I hate Logan Paul so much, bro.
Fuck you for taking the fall.
Kick
back and relax, please.
Like this match, legitimately, I was never a huge fan of this guy, but in the past I'd said some good-ish things about his wrestling. This match made me take back any good thing I'd ever said in the past and all small modicums of goodwill I ever had towards this guy. Please get him off of my screen as soon as possible, unless the thing you're going to be doing with him from now on is having everyone make fun of him and squash the shit out of him. If that's not what you're doing with Logan Paul from here on out, get him off my screen.
Why the fuck? It is confusing because he's a celebrity wrestler at the end of the day. Why does this guy actually get a push? Bro, he's bro, this guy's a fucking jabroni, bro.
He's getting pushed past the point of it making sense. It just doesn't make sense that his character gets treated the way that it does. It's like this weird effect where I think he just has such a fragile ego, he can't handle the announcers not liking him. And so even though he's like a bad guy, the announcers have to all act like they like him a ton. It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, it sucks.
No, it's shit. It's horrible. It's
and
by
Logan
far
Paul,
the worst.
I'll say to you once again, if you ever fucking see this, fuck you. And I'm not poor, fuck you. Fuck you.
Amen.
Moving on. For the tag team titles, we had Liv and Raquel versus Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. Oh, nope. Actually, Bayley gets fucking hoed. And now we got Becky Lynch. Awesome. And they win the fucking belts. Triple H, are you on drugs? What the fuck? What are we talking about, bro? That I was talking to Zach and my dad during the matchup. I'm at my dad's house watching it, enjoying, just having a nice time, bro. Sitting there, my dad's a big Liv Morgan fan, so he's like, man, I really don't want him to lose the belts. And I said, man, don't even worry about it. You're good unless that's Becky Lynch that walks out. Sure as shit. Sure as shit. Becky Lynch walks through the door, the music hits. I love Becky. I really do love Becky. I think she's cool. But, oh my fucking God, she buries the fuck out of everybody.
Becky Hogan.
Actually, Becky Hogan.
And this is Hollywood Hogan we're about to see.
I mean, what the fuck? Becky wins the match to the manhandle slam. Lyra becomes a two belt champion for not even 24 hours. And yeah, I don't know. I got nothing to say. You guys take this one. I fucking hated this.
Yeah, I didn't like this match. It was bad. It just felt like the whole match was designed to make Becky look as cool as possible, and I didn't leave it thinking that she was cool. I left it thinking that it was really lame and I didn't like it. The only good thing I'll say about this match is that I was really confused with Becky and Lyra winning. But I did like how they used it to facilitate Becky turning heel, which could be interesting in the future.
True.
So that's about the only good thing that I'll say is that I was really skeptical of the result, and then they actually did something cool with the result the next night, and so I'll retract that criticism. It was actually good booking in that way, but they could have done that exact same thing without making the match itself so bad. But they didn't do that. They made it bad, and I didn't like that.
Yeah. Zach, what'd you think?
I'm gonna clear the air here. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna look through use my crystal ball here.
All right.
Oh, Becky's about to bury Lyra. Oh fuck, it's terrible.
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
we live in.
Is that what the
How
ball
did
just said to
say
you?
that? How
Yeah,
did you say that? Oh God, and he's right.
because Becky's a fucking terrorist. I like Tommy was saying, and I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast or just in casual conversation, but we have both been really hyped for Becky to come back, and this was definitely
Not it.
me,
No.
not the way I wanted her to come back. Like, and you were saying, Theo, this was kind of the here's Becky Lynch, she's back match. It didn't do anything to make her look good. And Lyra just got her ass kicked the entire match. She didn't do anything that entire match.
No, Lyra. Yeah, you're 100% right. Lyra was actually not factor.
She got her ass kicked and then just was there to tag in Bailey. Or not Bailey. Oh, no, not Bailey. God forbid.
God forbid.
Becky. And she just shows up and then she just put on like a wet noodle. It wasn't terrible. Okay, it wasn't the worst performance.
No, the match, it wasn't the worst match of the weekend, but it wasn't. It was just like not good.
It didn't do a good job at showing either of them off as a tag team, or even either of them as an individual.
I think it was one of the worst matches of the weekend.
I know. It was one of the worst. It was not the worst. Like it was down there.
I think it was best exemplified by something. And Tommy, you said this, so I'm giving you the credit for it. Did Lyra even try and hit the finisher or signature move the whole match?
No.
Like, not even an attempt? Yeah.
No.
Oh, wait. So maybe
she just showed up and got her ass kicked.
The story of the match sucked. The story was fucking horrible.
She just got her ass kicked. And
it's crazy because Lyra became a 2-belt champion and simultaneously got buried in a match she won. Like, she was made a completely irrelevant non-factor in a match that she won at WrestleMania, where she won a belt. Make that make sense.
I can't.
Because we're setting up Becky.
It doesn't make sense. And again, I like
Becky 6 belts, bro.
I like the continuation of the story with them insta losing it to make Becky turn heel. I like that part. That part I was skeptical of, but I ended up liking it. You just didn't have to make the match so dog shit to make that happen. Like, Lyra did not need to look like shit in the Mania match for Becky to turn on her. If anything, it would have made more sense if Lyra looked like shit in the match they lost.
Yeah, but she actually looked good.
Yes, exactly. She hit Nightwing on Raquel.
Yeah, which now we have to donate $500 each to a women's charity of our choice.
And we'll get there, and we will. This podcast will be donating $1,000 to women's charity because of Lyra Valkyria.
God damn it! Like I okay. First of all, all right. I just want to rescind that. Like I just want to rescind the goddamn it. I'm very fine donating charity. I just can't believe she actually did that fucking move.
Love that.
Because she's not a bad wrestler.
No,
when
she's
she
good.
can actually wrestle.
When
she can actually wrestle when there's not a fucking terrorist on her fucking tag team just being like, Hollywood Hogan's not yet ready. All right, now tag me in.
Yeah, I don't know. It was bad.
No, it's bad. It is bad.
It's bad.
It is bad. It was bad. There was nothing really that good about it. But moving on to the main event of night 2. Main event, my guy. My papi. Hey. John Cena taking on Cody Rhodes for the Universal Championship. The Undisputed Championship, excuse me. Now, I'll lead us off here because this is the fucking GOAT. John Cena becomes a 17-time champion, shattering that old fuck Ric Flair's record. Listen.
What this guy Ric Flair do to you, man?
This may not have been the best match of Mania. It might have not even been in the top 3 match. Might not have been in the top 10 matches of Mania. There were only 12. Or 14.
There was 14.
It was 14. It may not have been in the top 10. I don't give 2 shits. John Cena wins his 17th belt. He slowed up and yo. Oh, I've been waiting all week. I'm waiting all week, bro. Oh my god. Yo, motherfuckers online are talking about like John was so slow. Cody had to really slow the pace of the match down. Dipshit! That was the point. You get nothing. You get nada, and he still wins that bitch.
No new gear, no new music, no new
media literacy in this country is in the shitter. It's below the shitter. It's under the sewage pipes. It's in the. It's gone. It's gone. Cody did the best he could with nothing because John gave him nothing. And that's what we deserved. Thank you, John Cena. I open the floor to my comrades.
Theo?
Zach.
I know you, Cody Rhodes. Would you like to add anything?
Yeah, I have some thoughts on this match. I do like Cody. I am a Cody crybaby, 100%. I am not upset with the fact that John won this belt. I'm actually happy with it. I think they can tell a better story with John winning this belt than if Cody had retained. And I'm totally fine with that. My problem with this match, and this is something that we talked about, is this. I do like the idea of John not giving us anything because we don't deserve it. Like the Impact text in white, like, solidified that. Like, the point of the match was that John is not going to give us his all, and yet, because that's what we deserve, and yet he's going to ruin wrestling for us. My only problem with that is the best case scenario when your story is we're going to make a match that's bad on purpose. The best case scenario is that I think the match is bad and I think you did it on purpose, which is what happened. And while I can appreciate that as a narrative device, I understand it. I'm not dumb. I just didn't like it because I think there were better stories that they could have told and gotten to the same result.
I agree.
I think that.
I agree.
Yeah. That's it.
I agree because well, Zach, I want to hear your thoughts. And then
I want to hear Zach first.
I agree. I think both of you are right in both ways. I think a lot of people who are complaining online, I think they're complaining for the wrong reasons. The wrestling wasn't bad. In and itself,
No,
the wrestling was not bad. People complaining about John wrestling slow or not trying aren't understanding that he's not giving a fuck. And Cody overselling, it's that in-ring story they're telling.
Yep.
I think if we just had John and Cody going back and forth, one not giving a shit and one still giving a shit, if not giving a shit too much to where he's now getting booed by the people because it feels too manufactured.
Still sickening.
The problem with the match was what happened with the shenanigans.
The shenanigan was bad.
If there's anyone we need to be mad at, anyone in the WWE, like in that industry, we need to be mad at, it is The Rock. I think him not showing up and all this other shit that has now happened outside and in the background of everything is a horrible look. We don't know what 100% was planned for the night or what really was supposed to go on for that match. But it seemed like he was supposed to be there. And him just not showing up, he couldn't be fucking bothered, really did affect it. Because we just had fucking Travis Scott come out. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say I have no beef against Travis Scott or anything or him even coming out.
Yeah, I like that he came out.
Well,
but it felt like
something.
just him coming out was like him coming out felt like the beginning of more.
Yeah.
I did not get that.
Yeah,
Not
they did
because
end
of the
pretty abruptly.
John storyline of you get nothing. It felt like a more of the final boss couldn't be fucking bothered to show up after putting himself in this storyline to begin with.
Yeah.
Because we could have told this of John and Cody. And John and versus Cody, the former face, just pissed off, doesn't want to play the game anymore, wants to do his own thing out for himself, versus the face, the new face of the company, the new toy. It is a good story in and of itself, by itself. Why the fuck does Dwayne need to be there? Why the fuck does he need to be there? And CM Punk, God, thank God for CM Punk calling him out on his bullshit and his fucking bullshit. It is insane that this guy will come out here in front of crowds of people and be like, ha ha, I feel the mana. I love this place. I love this industry. And at the biggest night, every wrestler that is in the WWE wants to be at this event. And this man has been at this event, fought tooth and nail for this event in his career, interjects himself in a story for the main event of Mania. Nah, I'm gonna go piss in some bottles in my gym.
Yeah.
Wait, if you fucking hear this, don't show up ever again to the WWE, please. Just please don't show up. Please don't go in through the doors. It will be beneficial for everyone.
Yeah. I still think like this is the thought I had. Like, I think so. What The Rock claimed obviously like ticket sales weren't good enough for Chamber, so they needed to like have some new stipulation at the end, and like Cody needed to sell his soul. Blah 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 blah. Ticket sales weren't bad. He lied. On top of that, I think this match astronomically is better if this is where Cena turns heel.
Yes, I agree.
I think it's easily one of the greatest main events of all time. Because the Elimination Chamber, that moment is probably the best. It'll probably be one of the craziest moments of the year.
Yeah,
100%. Where he actually turns heel, and I think you could have saved that for WrestleMania. I think in the ring, if he's holding the belt and the ref's knocked out and he hits Cody with the belt, stuns the world, I think that would have been better. But
100%.
I agree.
I don't know. For me, like, yeah, I agree with both of you on your criticisms. I think I'm lower on it than y'all were. Like, I get the story they were trying to tell with the Cena not giving us what we want stuff, but like,
it just sucks not getting what we want.
It's not just that it sucks not getting what we want, because I just can't help but feel like they could have gotten us to the same result, but still giving us a more interesting match. That I just can't help but feel like something different in the story could have been changed, where the point is like we're not getting what we want, but the match was better than it is. But
you're right. I agree with you.
Something like honestly, even if Cena just comes out and just destroys Cody, just completely murders him, just pulls every dirty trick in the book out to beat Cody as quickly as possible, I think even that story would have been a better way to tell the Cena doesn't give a fuck about a story. Because then it's just showing he just wants the belt. He doesn't care about giving us a good show. He just wants Cody to lose so that he can ruin wrestling for us. But I think the match would have been more interesting. Again, there's a million ways you can reach the result we got. And my overall take is that this is going to be like, in the future, Cena is just like a footnote in the overall story of the Cena heel run. I think the important parts are going to be more towards the end. Yeah. And so we're just going to kind of like forget about it, except for the fact where it was the match where John broke the record. But I just can't help but feel really disappointed by the fact that the story of the main event of WrestleMania was, but what if the match was bad on purpose?
Yeah. But I mean,
I don't think
I'm going to raise you this. Do you think this would have been better as the opening match?
No.
You
Just
can't do it as the opening match.
Flip Io and
like, you just can't do it, you know? Like,
I mean,
Also, no, I feel like it probably would have soured my mood for the day.
It would have. I think it would have left a bad taste in the mouth for the rest of the day.
For
I
like
agree with you.
5 reasons.
But I
Yeah.
don't think the match is also on either Cena or Cody. I don't
No, it's not
think
their fault.
I think it's on the background. I think if you have just even if you let Cena turn heel back back then when he
Yeah, you're
originally
like
turned heel,
even just walking into this match with
Like,
the
and just
state of things as it is.
yes, like just if he is heel still going into this match, he wasn't able to be set up that heel turn on his own. It feels like sure he gave that thumbs up. I want to turn heel. Let's do it. But it doesn't feel like there's anything that was built up for it other than what we got.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And it wasn't.
Yeah.
And a lot of the setup for it, does Cody sell his soul? Was just made up on the spot.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Bullshit. So exactly, there was nothing there set up to begin with. So that's my biggest complaint with it. It's if we just let John do his thing, he probably could have came up and or the WWE do their own thing and set up this John heel turn. I think we could have had a much better result for it, or a much better story in the ring for the match.
Kind of real, bestie, except 17. That's all I got. 17.
I'm upset that he won 17. I think
I love the 117.
I do. I think the background shit that happened or the outside shit that happened other than Cody versus Cena sours a lot of the match for me. And
yeah, I think the Travis Scott shit was just bad. I said exactly that. I think it was just bad.
It didn't work out.
I think it was kind of just dumb. Because Travis Scott didn't he pulled the ref out the ring, and then it was just all right, now he has to pick up his receipt from Cody, and it's all right, now what? And now what?
Exactly. It felt like he wasn't supposed. He was supposed to come out with The Rock. I'm just gonna say it. It felt like he was supposed to come out there with The Rock.
I feel the same way.
When Cena turned.
I feel the exact same way. I didn't really care that Travis came out. In fact, I think in the best version of this match, he would.
He comes out with The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, The Rock should have been there too, and then, yeah, I don't know.
But of course, The Rock has to interject himself in the main event of WrestleMania, except he doesn't.
And then not show up.
Exactly. And then, God forbid, he shows up and has to do his job.
Ridiculous. All right.
That's it.
I think those are our thoughts. So thank you all for listening to this week's episode of This Week of Wrestling, the aftermath episode of WrestleMania. We thank you very much for listening, and we will catch you sometime soon.
Get into the regular episode this week.
Regular episode next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thoughts and prayers.
Adios.